A sell-off on Bay and Wall Street today to close out what has been a losing week for markets on both sides of the border. Now, Bay Street has pretty much wiped out all the year-to-date gains. And part of the problem on the TSX, shares in Shopify. On April 11th, the company announced a 10-for-1 stock split and shares surged. But since then, the stock is down by more than 20%. Shopify, which was once Canada's most valuable company, is seeing an increase in competition, but it's also been pressured by higher interest rates. Now, the price for oil also lost ground this week in a very choppy week. It was down by about 4%. And then pressuring markets as well this week, all this talk about interest rate increases, with some now suggesting we could see a hike of 75 basis points in Canada on June the 1st. That would come after a hike of half a point just a few weeks ago. Now, the U.S. also looking at an aggressive path on interest rates, and all of this is in an effort to tame inflation. Now, at the same time today, there are also signs of resiliency within the Canadian economy. Retail sales rose by 0.1% in February, a very small increase, but that was still better than expected. Plus, preliminary estimates show we are likely to see a gain of 1.4% in March, just as inflation was hitting that fresh 3-decade high, and it's not clear yet how much of the increase can be attributed to higher prices. But this data further supports that aggressive path on interest rates moving forward. And Martha Stewart is raising money for charity in a very unusual way. Stewart is holding a tag sale this weekend at her farm in Katona, New York. And hundreds of items are up for sale, including furniture, tableware, art, linens, and more. And all of these items she had in her collection. Now, it's not clear if she'll be in attendance, but Stewart says on an Instagram post that the money raised will go to Mount Sinai's Martha Stewart Centers for Living, which provides primary care to older adults. Now, you actually have to pay to get into this sale, and tickets range from $25 to $250. Have a great weekend. In the City News Business Center, I'm Kris McCusker.